In today's video, I'm going to recreate a setup that I have in the Dow Diamonds. And I'm going to start by running the symmetry projections of these prior high to low swings, and then projecting them from the high. And then, let's see, we have another one right here. Okay, that one we are still above. Let's try this high to low swing, projected from the high. Okay, those are similar. Now, if I do the swings inside of the swings, we might be through that. Yeah, so that one's no good. But then let's do, let's see, this high to this low. All right, that comes in a bit below. Then we have this high to this low. That one you're right exactly on top of. Okay, so that's really all the symmetry I need to run at this point. And now I'd like to see if there's any other price relationships that overlap. So I'm going to look at some of the retracements of these prior swings. Let's see, this low to this high. Well, we're kind of through that 3A2, so forget that. Let's try a couple of these other swings. Actually, this low to high. Okay, there's an overlapping 50%. This low to high. And then there's a 618 underneath that. So we actually have a cluster. So the first area that stands out. Now, yeah, this is kind of wide. So what we're going to have to do is break it down into smaller zones here, but you can see that you're right on top of some symmetry support here at this 274.92 area, and then there's a couple other areas just underneath that, anywhere from 272.33 to 273.67. Now, I don't want you to like be a buyer here and risk underneath here. What we would do is we would go down to a lower time frame chart and see if we test and hold above one of these zones, if it triggers a buy entry, and then if it does, like let's say, for example, this low remains intact and we get a buy signal against it, then we can place a stop just underneath this low. Okay, now the potential, if this low is any good, would be the 1272 extension of the swing into the zone, which comes in at the 297 area. Okay, and I'm wrong if it breaks underneath these support decisions. Remember to wait for triggers. Everybody have a great weekend, and see you next week.